welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So, yeah, how are you doing today? Everybody, how are you doing? So this is the yoga special today. For 2 hours, we're going to have a lovely session together. And first of all, we're going to meditate for 30 minutes. Then we're going over for 90 minutes of yoga. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a timer for that. So I think we need to go and click 30 minutes timer and then the 60 minutes timer again. So we have 90 minutes in total. And yeah, we're going for an inversion practice. Did I write this down? Let me check. Did I write that down? I don't see it. Yeah, I wrote it down. Good job, me. Good job, me. This is an inversion practice. And we're working towards handstand. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do today. If you like to join in, if you like to just try out a little bit, feel free to do that. And I need to reload my chat here because my chat is not working. Now the chat is working. Good. About. Thank you. Thank you. Good. And we're going to start right now with the meditation. And for 30 minutes. So all what you're doing is really connect with your hips, with your feet, get long from your hips to your head. And we're going for 25 minutes of meditation, so connecting with your breath. And just observe your breath. Not changing your breath, but observe your breath. And every time you lose the connection to your breath, slowly let go of your thoughts and come back to your breath. Slowly release your thoughts, observe your thoughts and come back to your breath. Great job. And just observe your breath. And we go for 30 minutes. Every time you like to change your sitting position, please feel free to change your sitting position. And let's go. And see you in 30 minutes. See you in 30 minutes. Is it running? Yeah, it is running. Good. See you in 30 minutes. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Slowly lie down on your back. Extend your legs, bring your arms by your sides. Have your eyes closed and just be. Just be. Nothing to do here. Just be. Not focusing on your breath anymore, but just be. Your feet are facing away from each other, arms are pointing towards, palms are pointing towards the sky. And just be. Just be. Slowly coming back to your body. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Coming back out of it in your way. Yawning maybe. How does your body feel? Ooh, and coming back. Woohoo! And, you know, we are restarting the 30 minutes timer today. And then we're starting the 60 minutes timer because we don't have a 90 minutes timer at the moment. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Marcel, and together we're teaching yoga every day. So this is Shawn. I'm not alone here. I kind of like messed up the sentence a little bit here. That's Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm here for the instructions, the questions, and the support. And together we're teaching here every day on Twitch, or live currently. So let me mount quickly my microphone and, make yourself comfortable. Take something to drink. Take something, if you need to go to the toilet, go to the toilet. And why am I saying this? Because I really need to go to the toilet. This is kind of like the second time in the whole year that I really want to go to the toilet before teaching yoga. So, and of course we're going for 1.5 hours. And if you're already sitting, try to start to move a little bit, connect with your body in any kind of way that you feel like moving right now. And I'll be back in just like a minute. So, woohoo! Let's go. Great. So, first of all, welcome in to this 90-minute yoga class. It's already a little bit less than 90 minutes, but we're starting with the mantra. Then we're going to warm up and we're closing again with some breathing techniques. Hopefully today that will be exciting. So come on and feel how your body feels. Sit up on something, sit up on a pillow or sit up on some books and feel comfortable. Hey Jamie, how are you doing? How is your day going so far? If you like to join in to this yoga lesson, feel free to join in. Good to have you, Jamie. And by the way, how is your check kit? You got a check kit, you said, or something like that, right? Get yourself your check kit. That's exciting. Good. Sit up tall. And we are going to sing this mantra. This is the Nilakanta mantra. So we are connecting. The meaning behind of it is we're connecting with the love, with the love within ourselves, and with the love around us. And in the next step, we're connecting with the consciousness within ourselves, being conscious of our consciousness. And that's what we're doing here with this mantra. And the whole mantra goes like this. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We're going to call and repeat, so you can repeat after me. And we're repeating together. It will take some time, so if you like to change your sitting posture, please feel free to change your sitting posture at any point of time to make it feel comfortable to you. Let's go. Let's start. Om Hirim. Now repeat. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. All together, sing together with me. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Last time all together. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Bring your hands in front of your hearts together. Oh, in front of your heart. With your eyes closed, breathe in deep through your nose. And breathing out, release your arms by your sides. Bring your arms up by your sides. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm doing good, Jamie, thank you. Get long from your sitting bones to the top of the fingers. And then release your arms down again. Today we're going for 90 minutes of yoga, so I'm excited for that. Not just that, but we have done already meditation practice. Get long from your hips to your fingers and release again. And that said, we're going to really warm ourselves up today and doing a great inversion practice. Amazing. And breathing out. Breathing in again. Get long from your sitting bones to the top of the fingers. Long, long, long. And breathing out. Bring your hands to your thighs and start to move your hands forward and backward. Connecting to what kind of feeling come up as you're doing this. Again, if you'd like to change your sitting posture at any point in time, please feel free to do that. Move your hands forward and backward on your thighs. Feel what kind of feelings are coming up in your palms. What kind of feelings are coming up in your thighs. And yeah, Jamie, I asked you about your jacket. You didn't answer so far. So if you're here right now listening, how is your jacket that you received? Move your hands forward and backward on your thighs. How does that feel? What kind of feelings come up as you're doing this? And from there, move your shoulders forward and upward, backward and down. And again, forward, upward, backward and down. Great job. Great job. How does that feel? What kind of feelings come up as you're doing this? And from there, release, bring the hands together, interlace the fingers and circle your wrist in one direction. Circle your wrist. Oh, how does that feel? Great. Checking in with your body today. And of course, we need to warm up our wrists a lot as we want to do some more inversions. So I'm excited about that. Circle your wrist, shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders, and interlace the fingers again. Bring the other thumb in front and circle your wrist in the other direction. Shake your wrist, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders. And then bring your hands up, bring your fingers forward. Fingers in front of you, push out of the shoulders and then extend the thumb up and thumb in. Thumb up and in, up and in. From there, circle your thumb forward, whatever forward means to you. Of course, there's not really a forward here, there's just one direction. And then the other direction. Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody. Shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. Whew. And then bring your hands up again. Fingers vertical again. Make fists. You can either make the fist by kind of like embracing the thumb, or have the thumb outward and turn. And with your wrists, move up and down. Check in with how that feels. Make this movement controlled. Good job. And then also try with the thumb embraced, maybe. See how the movement changes as you're doing this. Good. Shake your wrists out again. Yeah, bring the right thumb up, turn it outward, fingers are pointing down, then grab on from below with your left hand, grab onto your thumb and push out of the shoulders and draw your thumb a little bit back, and you want to feel a stretch in the thumb mount here. Fingers are pointing down, great job. And release. And other thumb up, turn to the outside, grab onto your thumb and push out. Push out of your shoulders and draw a little bit back. Fingers are pointing down. Great. Release. And from here, we bring the fingers, the top of the hands together, in front of our heart together. Push in a little bit. And then draw away from your heart and see how far you can hold it. And release. Great job. Good. So from here, let's warm up a little bit more. We're coming into all fours. And we're going there through table pose, through everything that we have in store today. As we have some more time, we're going through everything. So I'm excited to do that, to have a little bit longer yoga lessons. Maybe we start to have longer yoga lessons also in the morning. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? A little bit longer yoga lessons so people can stay longer if they wish, or they can leave a little bit earlier. Good. Bring your shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and start to arc up from your lower spine slowly up, arcing up, breathing in deep, looking forward, then rounding down, chin to chest, breathing out. This is cat-cow. Again, your hips are over the knees, and your shoulders are over the wrists, arcing up from your lower spine upward. Vertebra by vertebra, coming up, breathing in deep. And then breathing out, chin to chest. No need to hurry here. Vertebra by vertebra. Arcing up. And rounding down, chin to chest. And arcing up. And rounding down, chin to chest. And from here, sit back on your heels. Shake your wrists out. So you can either tuck your toes in or untuck your toes, whatever feels better to you. In this position, shake your wrists out a little. See how your shoulders are feeling. Good. And in this position, let's look to the right shoulder here. So I just turn for you so you can see me a little bit better. Look to the right shoulder, breathe in deep into the belly, into the chest. Breathing out, looking over the left shoulder. And really breathe in, using your breath as a tool here. Have your shoulders relaxed. Breathing out. Change the side again. So using your breath as a tool means breathing in so deep that you maybe start to feel a stretch, an additional stretch with your breath. Breathing out. And maybe the question comes up, how can I breathe in so deep? And the answer is, first you breathe into your belly. You can also put your right hand on your belly and the left hand on your chest. First you breathe into your belly, deep, 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 to the lower belly. And then you breathe into your chest and you expand your chest in all kind of sides, to the front, to the sides, and to the back. And you release again, breathing out from the chest first, then the belly, and then come back into the middle. Great job, as breathing. And then bring your right ear to the right shoulder. Have your shoulders released as much as you can, so not pulling the right shoulder up, releasing your shoulder down, your chin a little bit back. Feel a stretch from the left shoulder to the left ear if possible. If not, it's also fine. And from there, breathe in deep again. And breathing out, half circling forward and the other side up. Left ear to the left shoulder. Releasing your shoulders down a lot. Chin to the back. Breathing out, releasing your head forward and then half circling. Right ear to the right shoulder. breathing out, half circling. Left ear to the left shoulder. And breathing out half down. Just come down forward and down with your head and pick your head up again. Great job, everybody. I need to check for it with the time, so as soon as the timer is done, I need to start the other timer so that we really know when the 90 minutes are over. So from here, bring your knees to the sides, big toes together. We're sitting back on your heels and we're coming into child's pose. So bring your arms by your sides forward, really taking care of your body today. So we're going sometimes into child's pose, hopefully today, because you know, child's pose is so juicy. Big toes together, knees to the sides, and breathe in deep into your belly, into your chest. Try to really breathe into a stretch if you feel a stretch, and as you're breathing out, try to relax more. Your arms are a little bit by your side, so the shoulders away from the ears. And breathing out, slowly coming up again, coming into all fours, back into all fours where we were. And we go one more time for cat-cow here. Arcing up from your lower spine up. And then rounding down from the top of that down. Arcing up. And rounding down from the top of the head down, chin to chest. Arcing up. Vertebra by vertebra up. And rounding down, chin to chest. And up. And down, chin to chest. Vertebra by vertebra up, coming from your lower spine upward. And chin to chest. And from there, sit back on your heels one more time. Either tuck or maybe untuck the toes right now. And see how your body feels. Right now, as we're slowly warming up, shake your wrists, shake your elbows. Oh, I forgot about the light. That's why it's so dark in here. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's better. That's better. Way, way better. Good. Shake your wrists, shake your elbows. And then come forward. And today we're going to take the whole thing a little bit deeper. So have your shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And what we're doing is we're bringing the left arm. So maybe I come a little bit to the side so you see it a little bit better. So you can do it, of course, straight. You bring the left arm down. So where the wrist is right now, so the wrist is under your shoulders, right? We bring the left elbow down to where the wrist was and grab around the right wrist. From here we have our right arm straight and start to arc up from your lower spine up. And really take careful here, don't push yourself too much. Keep your hips in the middle, arcing up. And rounding down, chin to chest. And arcing up, your lower spine upward. And rounding down, chin to chest. And arcing up. Vertebra by vertebra up. And down, chin to chest. And up. And down. And up. And down. Good. Release that. Other side. So bring your right elbow down to the mat and grab around your left wrist. And again, we're having the left hand straight, straight, straight. Left arm straight all the time. So arcing up from your lower spine again. Vertebra by vertebra coming up. Have your left arm straight. Feel how your left arm is straight. And then start to arc back, round, chin to chest. And again up. Arcing up, vertebra by vertebra up. And rounding down, chin to chest. And up. And down. Great. Coming back into the middle. Doing amazing. You are doing amazing. From here, let's push one more time up with our whole back. Breathing out completely. And release. Bring the knees to the sides, big toes together. We go one more time into child's pose. Again, here, you can loosen up your kind of like waist pressure that you have around the waist. If you have anything that restricts your breathing, loose that up a little bit, and then you can breathe better. Also for me, I had something here, and then just when you release that, try to see what changes as we're leaning forward again. And this was kind of like really impressive to me, to see that I never really took deep breaths into my belly, because I always wore like really belts that had a lot of pressure on them, on my wrist, on my waist. And when you're sitting down in a chair, then the pressure is even kind of like not accelerated, but increased. So it's really good to make sure that when you're sitting and you're wearing a belt, that you maybe loosen your belt a little. That's what you can experience in this position as well. So bring your arms forward, shoulders a little bit side to the side, breathing in deep into the belly, into the chest. Have your both of the big toes together. Breathing in deep into your belly, into the chest. And coming up again. From here, let's work with your right hand. So turn your right hand to the outside of the mat. Give there some pressure. Move left and right with your wrist. How does that feel? And turn the index finger back towards you. Move to the front and the backwards. Checking in with how that feels today. The index finger to the other hand. Moving left and right. And from there, shake your wrists out a little bit on the other hand. So other hand, turn it to the outside of your mat. Move a little bit left and right. Oh, I forgot the timer. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're going until 8, approximately. So, yeah, that's all right. Moving left and right. See your body. Turn the index finger towards the back. And if there's nothing, like you feel nothing here, just be grateful that your body is healthy. Being grateful that your body is healthy. That's amazing. And index finger pointing to the other hand, moving to the front and back. Good. Hey Solar, how are you doing? How is your day going? And how is your journey so far with like alcohol and everything? Without alcohol, I mean without. You know, Solar, I just was thinking about you because let me explain. Shake your wrists, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders. I was thinking about somebody that I can invite to talk about addiction into my podcast. And I thought like, hey, I don't know anybody that is really like addicted to something. Then I thought like, oh yeah, I know you. Maybe I can invite you. But this was just a side thought. So if you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, it's all good. But I really want to, you know, I feel kind of like addicted to games sometimes, and I just lose control with them. So yeah, it would be good to have some kind of other addiction as well there, and maybe have even an alcohol addiction expert in there. So maybe somebody else, not especially you, but maybe somebody else that would come in and yeah, talk about alcohol addiction. That would be great. And then we could kind of like compare to gaming addiction, right? So come to the front again, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and turn your right wrist around, come to the top of your hand. And from there, give a little bit of weight there, not all your weight, and move to the front and backward. So today we're going to, Solar, today we're going really, really quite deep into the yoga practice. So if you like to join in, you're just coming at the right time. So you can still join in. If you come later, then I wouldn't suggest to join in anymore because we're really warming up our hands right now. So moving to the front and to the back, then turn your index finger to the other hand and move left and right here. And we're really going to inverse our body. So we try to go towards handstand, just towards it. We are not really going there. So, and of course there will be variations to it. So you will see where you can arrive today. Yeah, and you will kind of like decide how far you will go. Moving left and right here, and then turn your hand to the outside of the mat. Move right and left. Good. Check your wrists out. Oh. And I forgot the front, so also do the front. And you know, there are two ways to do the front, but do the one that feels simpler to you. Move the front and back. Give there some weight, not all your weight, right? Should feel really, really good. If there's some pain, don't do it. And shake your wrists out quick, and then let's do the other side. Can also interlace the fingers and circle your wrist a little. Thank you for the shout out, Pumpkin. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Shake your wrist. Whew. How are your wrists feeling right now? And then come to the front again. Turn your left hand around And put a lot of, not a lot of pressure, put a little bit of pressure onto your left hand. And move front and back here. Front and back. And the index finger towards your other hand and move left and right. The index finger to the other, to the edge of your mat. Left and right, see how that feels. Soon, 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 soon we have our wrists really warmed up. And then index finger pointing to the front and move front and back again. Give a little bit of weight there, not too much, right? And release. Woo. Shake your wrists out, your fingers, your elbows, your shoulders, and from there, bring the hands together. Bring the hands together. This is really important here. It's one of the most important things here in yoga as we're doing yoga and also as we're doing inversions. This will come up again and again. So yeah, let's do it right now. So bring your hands together, interlace the, not interlace, but push the mounts of the fingers together. These are the mounts of the fingers here where the fingers are connected. So we bring the mounts of the fingers together, release the fingers down, release the thumb down, and we push in through the mounts of the fingers, push in through the wrist and claw your fingertips a little. Good, push in through the mounts of the fingers. Oh, how does that feel? And release. And again, pushing in and releasing. Pushing in, release, smile. Don't forget to smile. You're doing amazing. Great job. Pushing in through the mounts of the fingers. Release. Pushing in, release. Last time. Pushing in. Feel the mounts of the fingers connected. Claw your fingers and release. Shake your wrists out. How do your wrists feel right now? And from there, we're doing blinkers. So bring your hands up, slightly above the shoulders. We are in a building with a lot of people, and there's your friend, but it's so crowded that he's kind of like just walking by, he or she or that person, and we want to get the person's attention. So bring your fingers together quick and apart quick. And it's so noisy you can't talk even, or cry for him. Cry out loud. So we need to get his attention like this. So bring your fingers together quickly and apart quickly. Blinkers. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That person sees you. Okay, you're good, you're good. Shake your wrists out. Smile. Great job. And from there, we are doing wrist push-ups. And you know, for me, they're quite intense still, because I had a little bike crash, and my wrists still need to regenerate completely from it. But right now I feel it's like time to get a little bit back into it. So what we're doing is you bring the hands kind of like either close to your knees or further away. Further away is more difficult. Closer is more easy. So especially as you're maybe new to this, bring them closer, and we have the shoulders or the wrists here. From there, we give all the weight from the shoulders down to our wrists, and we push up with the mounts of the fingers, release down again. And we're not lifting with the hips. We're not lifting with the hips, not doing this, but we're pushing up with the mounts of the fingers and release down again. Having the shoulders over the wrists. We go for a round of 10, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release, shake your wrists a little. Yeah, and for me it really doesn't feel that great right now. Last time I did it, it felt better. But yeah, keep it up. So what you should feel is like the muscles here in the lower arm are activated or getting activated, and we are going again. So again, feel where you want to go, and then we push into the mounts of the fingers again, and we lift up from there and the wrist up. Good. And we go for a round of 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Release. Shake your wrists. Shake your elbows. Shake your shoulders. Then we go one more time. Maybe a little bit more intense if you feel like that. The last time. And really make sure that here in this position, the mounts of the fingers, so the index finger mount is connected to the floor. Otherwise, you can't really do the exercise because we're pushing out of the mounts of the fingers, right? Good. Lift your up, down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Release. So you should feel like either a burning in the arms or like something else here in the lower arms. Then you're doing it correct. If you don't feel it, yeah, well, try it another time together with me, and I hope we're getting there. Getting there. So great, great, great. Let's go a little bit deeper. The important thing is here, again, the mounts of the fingers need to be connected to the floor. Mounts of the fingers need to be connected to the floor. We're going to warm up now and really take time in this position as well. So as we're bring your hands forward to the mat, push in through the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers a little, tuck your toes in and shift your hips up into the sky. We're coming into downward facing dog. Great. I like to tuck my shirt in. Have your mounts of the fingers connected to the floor here. So mounts of the fingers connected to the floor. Claw your fingers a little bit. Shift your hips to the back. Up, hips up into the sky. And get long from your heart to the fingers. Think heart to the fingers, long. Have your shoulders engaged, your arms engaged, your belly engaged, your chest. Push your hips up. You can also bend your knees a little bit. And from there we want to get longer from the heart to the hips. Think longer heart to the hips. Great job. Breathing in deep, long from the heart to the hips. Bend your knees, especially if your heels can't reach the floor, bend your knees a lot and turn the thighs inward and back, if you know what I mean. If you don't know, don't worry about it. But what we want to find here is more space in the lower spine. Great job. And then release, bring your knees down. Bring your knees to the sides of the mat, big toes together. Give yourself a big hug, you're doing great. Smile, and bring your arms forward, bring your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in deep into the belly, into the chest. If there's some stretch coming up, if you feel a stretch in this position, just breathe in deep into that stretch and breathing out again. Good. Come up again. Take your time. your wrists out. Shake your body. Shake your body. Good. And from here, bring your hands forward again. And go a second time into downward facing dog. This time, we shift ourselves more to plank position. So we are now in between plank position and downward facing dog. And what we're doing is we're engaging our arms a lot. Breathe in deep. Engage your arms a lot. And engage your legs a lot and push your whole back up into the sky. And start to shake. Really push into your arms. Push into your legs as you would stand up today. Good. Come on to downward facing dog. Push your hips up into the sky and see how it feels right now the second time as we're doing it. Come quickly into plank position. And make sure your heels are over the toes. Then that's the right alignment here. And your shoulders are somewhat slightly more to the right. Your wrists are slightly more to the right than your shoulders, or slightly more apart than your shoulders. And push to the back again. Bend your knees if you need. Turn your thighs inward and back and feel the length from your hips to the fingers. Feeling the length, breathing in deep. Release your head a lot. Have your arms still engaged, your belly engaged, your chest engaged. And slowly release down. Release down. Great job. Good. And we're going to stand up very, very slowly. So take your time standing up in your way. Take your time standing up in your way. Ooh. From here, start to jump out of the knees. Release your shoulders, release your neck. Connecting with your whole body. How does your whole body feel? Releasing the arms a lot. Your shoulders, release your neck. Great. And from there, if there's no point coming up in your body, just start to jump out of the heels. And if you like to intensify even more, so reconnecting the heels with the floor again, if you like to intensify even more, jump out of your toes and reconnect with your toes and your heels, releasing your shoulders and your neck a lot. Great job. And then slowly come back, shake your legs out, shake your arms. Whew. Good. Let's warm up a little bit more, shall we? And before we go into the complete warming up, as we have a little bit more time, let's come to the front and do like 2-3 sun salutations. Come to the front of the mat, bring your arms up, get long, breathing in deep into the belly, into the chest, long from the hands to the fingers, and breathing out, folding forward, hinge at the hips, Breathing in, lifting halfway. So come up halfway. Check with your lower spine that it's not rounding. And breathing out, folding forward. Place your hands onto mat. Stepping back, right leg back, left leg back. Shift your hips up into the sky. Breathing in deep. And then come forward and down as you're breathing out. Elbows close to your body. 90 degrees with the elbows, then release your hips down, release your body down, and think forward and up as you're pressing the legs into the floor, the feet into the floor, the knees. Draw the belly in and up, and think forward and up as you're lifting yourself forward and up. Maybe just a little bit. Your elbows pointing to the back. Your head is in line with the spine, and then shift yourself to the back or the knees. Tuck your toes in and shift your hips up into the sky again. Breathing in deep into the belly, into the chest. Smile. Look between your wrists and start to walk forward. Have your hips over the heels as good as you can. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward. Bend your knees, breathe in deep and lift yourself up. Slight back bend here. Draw the belly in and up. Get long. And breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out, folding forward. Place your hands, step back, left leg back. Shift your hips up into the sky. Get long, long, long. And breathing out, come forward and down. Elbows close by the body, 90 degrees down with your elbows, and release your hips down. Feet push into the floor, knees push into the floor. Draw the belly in and up. Think forward and up. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Your head is in line with the spine. Your shoulder blades are onto the back together. And shift yourself to the back. Downward facing dog again. Make sure your mounts of the fingers push into the floor. Shift the hips up into the sky. Look between your wrists and start to walk forward. Reach up, bend your knees, bring your hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward, breathe in deep. And slight back bend again here. And breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out, folding, placing your hands, stepping back. Breathing in again. Come forward and down, elbows close by the body, 90 degrees of your elbows, and release your hips down, release your body down. And again, think forward and up as you draw the belly in and up. Feet are pushing into the ground, all the toes are pushing into the ground. Shift yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing in deep. And as you're breathing out, walk forward. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward, and up with a straight back. Good, and shake it out. Shake it out. How does your body feel? How does your body feel? Great. Whew. And right here, right now, let's go a little bit further. We're going to move back and forth on the mat. But first of all, let's shake a little bit out, shake your legs, shake your whole body. And we come to the front of the mat, and you can just grab the right side of your mat if you have a mat. If you don't have a mat, this is a little bit hard. So grab the right side of your mat, the right edge of your mat with your toes. And then grab the left side of your mat with your toes. Just go 3 times of each side to focus on that a little bit. I'm cheating, I guess. Good, and then release, release. And we're hinging at the hips. Now it's getting a little bit more at the intense, which is making one forward fold first. So bend your knees, have the hips over the heels as much as you can. If you can have the hips, the knees straight when you have the hips over the heels, amazing, then do that. And from there, just release your hands wherever they land and nod your head a little bit. Make sure you have the hips over the heels, so a lot of the weight will be over the toes. Good. And you can nod your head a little, back and forth. Great job. And from there, you can put your hands down to the floor. Put your hands down to the floor and push in through the mounts of the fingers. And from there we give all the weight of our body to the wrists, and we're kind of like leaning forward and then leaning backward. And we just take our feet a little bit to the back. Make sure your mounts of the fingers are connected to the floor as you're doing this. And claw the fingers as well a little. Breathing in deep. Moving with your breath. And moving like this to the back of the mat. Again, when you're at the back, you can have your heels, your hips over the heels. Release your head a lot. Nod your head a little bit. Great job. Great, and then bring your hands forward. Bring your hands forward and leaning forward, pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. And then kind of like lifting your feet off and they come automatically forward, so leaning forward. Pushing in through the mounts of the fingers. This is super hard in the beginning, so please do it as good as you can. So shifting all the way to the hands, stepping forward. You can do it also bent, with bent knees, as much as you need, right? And when you're back in the front, bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward, and stand up with a straight back. Great job. Shake your legs, shake your wrists. Move your shoulders and bring your feet to the close end of the mat. And from here, we're coming to lean forward slowly. We hinge at the hips, so we push our butt to the back. Our knees are engaged and we come slowly forward. Slowly forward and down. Everybody that is in here, everybody that joins right now, you're doing amazing. Maybe you can come to your fingertips and feel how your lower back is still straight. So what I mean by that, check in with your lower back here and see that there are no vertebrae pushing out in your lower back. If that's the case, you're doing an amazing job. So push your butt to the back and feel how your lower back, that there are no vertebrae coming out. Even if you need to come up a little bit, that's all right. Draw the belly in and up, breathing in deep, and try to work there. Keep your knees engaged, your outer feet engaged. Great job. And from there, slowly, slowly, release yourself down. Round the whole back, round the whole back. And from there we are going to the left toes, saying hello to your left toes. How do your left toes feel today? Whew. And then going to the right toes, saying hello to the right toes. Keep your knees engaged. Push your butt to the back still. And coming back into the middle. And now comes the exercise. So what we're doing here, we're jumping in and out 10 times. So how does that work? So we bring a lot of the weight through the mounts of the fingers again, either off the mat or on the mat, not in between. You push in through the mounts of the fingers a lot. And then we give all the weight there and we jump in, jump out. Good, and we're doing this for 10 times. If you're new to this, you can just do 2 or 3 times, that's completely fine. So pushing in through the mounts of the fingers, give all the weight there, jumping in, jumping out. Should be quite easy. Good, and if you have done that, slowly bend your knees a little. Bring your hands to your thighs. Start to walk in left, right, left. And bring your legs together. Let's breathe in here a little bit together. Take a little bit breather as we're warming up. Go further and further into handstand practice, or handstand preparation if you want to say so. And warming up your hands. Warming up your hands, we give ourselves a little break. Come to a great stand. Bring your hands in front of your eyes. And feel the warmth emitting from your hands. And then slowly release your hands down to your face. Feel the fingers connect to your face. And as the rain would fall down, draw the fingers down, refreshing yourself. Draw the fingers down your body. And bring the hands up by your sides. Slightly above your shoulders, palms are pointing forward. Great job. And from here, we want to breathe in deep into the belly, into the chest. Get long from the feet to the top of the head. And breathing out, taking up more space. And again, breathing in deep. Get long from the shoulders to the fingers. One of my favorite exercises here coming up. Breathing out, releasing. And breathing in deep, extend the fingers away from each other, just the fingers right now. And breathing out. And right now, doing it all together, breathing in deep, get long from your feet to the top of the head. Get long from the shoulders to the fingers. And extend the fingers away from each other. And from there, breathing out, give the whole world a big, big hug. Smiling. Great job. Give yourself a big hug. Doing amazing, doing a great job for yourself. Taking care of your body. And release that hug. And you know, there's a little insight. One hug isn't enough. So hug yourself the other way around, meaning that the other hand is on top. The other hand is on top. And if you're unsure which hand was on top, just give yourself another hug. Great. Smiling. You're doing great. Taking care of yourself. Release your shoulders down and release that. Shake your wrists, shake your legs. Do whatever feels good to your body right now. Maybe stretch your sides a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Good. Whew. Next thing coming up is little jumps. So we're coming back into a downward facing dog. Coming back into downward facing dog. Come to the front of the mat, hinge at the hips. Bring your arms down, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers and step back. Good, and from there, we're bending the knees And you push into the mounts of the fingers. Now the most important thing is that the mounts of the fingers are connected to the floor. These mounts of the fingers are connected to the floor, super important on both hands. And we push into them as we're jumping. And you can just jump this little tiny bit. It's completely fine. And maybe go a little bit more with time. Time allows if you feel comfortable. And feel what these mounts of the fingers do when you push into them. When you really push into them, what's happening instead of like when you release, what's happening. And try to jump with a straight body. So straight from the hands to the hips and jump there. Good. Oop. And really try to push into the mounts of the fingers and see what's happening. And then release. Bring the knees to the sides. Big toes together. And we're coming back into child's pose. So bring your arms forward by your sides, your shoulders away from the ears. Release your head down. Breathing in deep. And see if there's a stretch in your body right now. And if so, breathe in deep into that stretch. And breathing out, releasing maybe a little bit more. One more deep breath. And breathing out, coming up again. Great job. Bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers, shift your hips up into the sky again. Push into the mounts of the fingers as said, and we go one more time. Get really, really long from the heart to the fingers. Get long from the heart to the hips, bend your knees. And from there, jump, push into the mounts of the fingers. See how that feels like. And you can just jump a little tiny bit. It's completely fine. And when you're done, walk with your heels a little bit up and down. Feel that the mounts of the fingers, that you still push into the mounts of the fingers. Look between your wrists and start to walk forward and up. Good. From there, bring your hands to your hips. Elbows pointing upward and stand up with a straight back. Ooh, bring your arms up into the sky. And release. Good. Bring your hands into front of you. And we're now pushing out of the mounts, out of the wrist. Push out of the wrist. And draw the fingers back towards you. We're also pushing out of the shoulders. Draw the belly in and up. And release. Shake your wrists out. Shake your arms, your elbows. And again, bring the hands up one more time, pushing out of the wrists, drawing the fingers back towards you. How does that feel? Great, and release. Shake your wrists out. And from there, come to your knees. Come to your knees. And I mean, you don't need to come to your knees, but when you're there already, it's also good. You can do it also standing if you like. Bring your arms up and push out from the hands. Draw the fingers down back towards you. pushing out from the hands. Draw the fingers back down towards you. And really push out from the shoulders as well. So right now the arms are next to your ears. Draw the belly in and up and feel the strength throughout your body, coming up from the knees or coming up from the legs. And release. Go one more time here. See how your body feels. Doing a great job. And bring your arms up. Push out from the mounts of from the wrists. Draw the fingers back down towards you. And breathe in deep. Also try to engage your chest a little bit, your chin a little bit back. Draw the belly in and up. And release. Great job. Whew. Whew. Good. Before we go into the final poses, let's do one more thing that I like to do. Let's come and lie on our back. Let's come to lie on our back. And right here, right now, we push. I'll show it to you like this. We push the lower back into the floor, so you can maybe see it a little bit better. So push the lower back into the floor. Great job. So there's no space between the lower back and the floor. So we're drawing the belly in and up a little bit. And chest also in and up a little bit here. And then we bring the hands overhead. And you can lift your hands your feet a little bit up. And now make sure that you still have the mounts of the fingers connected to the floor. The lower back connected to the floor. Breathing in deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great job. Release this again. And just lie back down on the floor and feel how it feels like when you're just lying down on the floor, if your lower back is lifted or not. Great job. You're doing amazing. And right now, we are going into the variations of the handstand. So don't worry, it's available for everybody. So you choose how far you take it today. And I'm going to use, the camera here. I'm going to use the door here. You can use a wall that you have next to you. Also, the door is completely fine if you have a door in your room. And what we're doing is we bring the hands towards the door and we shift the hips over the heels. Shifting the hips over the heels. Getting long from your hips to the fingers. And really kind of creating this 90-degree angle here. You can do that together with me right now. So we're creating this 90-degree angle here. And we push in through the mounts of the fingers. Again, mounts of the fingers connected to the wall right now. Not to the floor, but to the wall right now. Super important, especially later on as we're going deeper. Good. Or as you might be going deeper in a future session. Great. And from there, engage your belly again, doing the same thing that we just did before. So pushing your lower back into the floor, kind of. Draw the belly in and up, just enough, and draw your gaze up, look between your wrists. Great job. Breathing in deep, breathing out. You can learn so much in this position. This is variation 1. Now let's come up again. Shake your wrists out. You can just stay here right now in this variation 1. You can also go deeper if you like, following along with me. So all what we will be doing is we turn this around so it's accessible to people that are already a little bit more advanced in handstand. I mean, in the preparation of handstand. And then we're doing also a third variation today. And you will see. So measuring if you want to stay with variation 1, just stay with that. If you like to go deeper, look and see if you like to go deeper. So what we're doing is we're sitting down on the wall and we're measuring the distance with one of our legs. Good. And from there, we see how far, where our heels went, and then bring the hands there, bring your wrist there, where your heel went, right? And bring the hands shoulder width apart, push into the mounts of the fingers, and from there, step up on the wall, push into the mounts of the fingers. Good, and you can do that right now. So measuring the distance, sitting on the wall, right? If you want to do this, this is variation 2. Otherwise, if you don't want to do this, you can do variation 1 again. So pushing into the mounts of the fingers and stepping up. Good. And I recommend to you to do all these variations, even if you can do the third variation. It's not the goal to just go to the third variation, but to really feel what you can be feeling in these different kind of variations, because this is just the upside down variation. And you basically are in handstand already, so push into the mounts of the fingers again, looking with your gaze barely between your wrists, and really engage your belly and your chest, your arms, your legs, and then slowly release down again. Great job. Take a little break, breathing in deep. So you can either stay with variation 1 or variation 2, and we're coming to variation 3, which is walking up and down on the wall. And you can do this multiple times. I just will do it one time at the moment because, yeah, my wrists are still not that great. So what we're doing here, variation 3, you can just look first. You come to a plank position with your feet close to the wall, and then we step up on the wall, and we start to walk up, pushing the mounts of the fingers into the floor all the time until we're at the top. So you can walk in really, really close to the wall, push into the mounts of the fingers, and then walk back down. Push into the mounts of the fingers at all time when you're walking down, and come down again. This is variation 3. You can do this also multiple times, or you can also just do variation 1 again or variation 2. You decide. You decide. Great. I'll do variation 1 one more time. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the chat, or feel free to write in the comments when you're watching this on YouTube. Get long from the hips to the fingers, to the wrists. Look between your wrists in variation 1, right? There's so much to experience here as well. So it's not really about just doing variation 3 and it doesn't feel good, but it really is like, oh yeah, you want to feel good here. You want to connect with your body and learn more about your body, what you can do to make it feel, to make it feel better, make it better. Shake your wrists out, slowly come back. Slowly come back. Good. And today we're coming to a little bit of pranayama, and then we'll finishing it up in Shavasana. A little bit longer Shavasana today. So please come to a great sit that feels good to you. Sit that feels good to you. Whew. Take your time getting there. And feel how your body is feeling right now. If you're still excited about what we just have done. Excited about, wow, we're getting really far here. And all you need to do to get into the third variation is just to repeat the exercises that we did here. And you will get into the third variation. And at one point we also will be able to do handstand. But it's not the goal really. It's more like the goal is to feel good in your body and not to pressure too much to getting to handstand, but just to feel good in our body and feel comfortable and to feel happy in one way. Yeah, that's our goal here. So we're doing a little breathing practice right here, right now. If you like to join in, make sure your nose is kind of cleared as we're doing Nadi Shodhana. Alternate nostril breathing. Alternate nostril breathing. So if you need to clean your nose, you can do that. And we will be going for around 5 minutes, kind of ish. And then we are finishing it up with Shavasana. And yeah, I will guide you. So first of all, start to breathe in through your nose. Bring the index finger and the middle finger between your eyebrows, kind of a little bit of above. And grab onto your nose with your thumb and your ring finger and push a little bit up. If you have any kind of other variation that you like to do, please do that variation. That's completely fine. And breathing in deep through your nose and breathing out. Just a few times. At any time this breathing practice that we're going to do would become suffocating to you, please feel free to just come out of it. And this breathing practice is not meditation, it's there to calm your nervous system. That's what we want to do. Good. When you're ready, take a deep breath together in with me through the nose. And out again. And we're going to start right now. Close your right nostril and we're breathing in through the left nostril. Closing the left nostril, opening the right and breathing out through the right. Breathing in through the right again. Closing the right, opening the left and breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Closing the left nostril, opening the right and breathing out through the right. And breathing in again through the right. Closing the right, opening the left and breathing out. Breathing in and continue on your own. Next time you breathe out through the left nostril. Breathing in through both nostrils. And breathing out again through both nostrils. Breathing in one more time through both nostrils. And let go of this breathing practice. Come and lie down in Shavasana. So extend your legs, bring your arms by your sides. Feet are facing away from each other, and just be. Releasing everything and just be here. We'll get you back out of it again in a minute. And just be. With your eyes closed, just be. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Coming back into your body. When you're ready, draw your knees in towards your belly. Shift yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on either the left or the right side on your side body. Make the side body position comfortable for yourself. From there, softening the skin of the face, releasing all the tension in your tongue, in your neck, in your shoulders, in the wrists, in the elbows, in the fingers, in the chest, in the belly, in the hips, in your spine, in your whole back. Release all the tension in your knees, in your ankles, in your heels, in your toes. your whole body. From there, breathing in deep, belly into the chest. Breathing on. With your next breath in, lift yourself up into a final sitting position. Bring your hands in front of the heart together as you're there. Whenever you arrive, no need to hurry. Bring your hands in front of the heart together. Honoring your yoga practice, I honor deeply that you take care of yourself. Bow in front of your heart. Namaste. The emptiness inside of me recognizes the emptiness inside of you. Release the arms and open your eyes. Welcome back. So I hope you enjoyed this day's yoga lesson. And it's a little bit longer than usual. Hope you liked it. Next to that, you find all these yoga sessions here on YouTube. Feel free to check that out. Next to that, we also have a health skill podcast going on. Next podcast will be coming up this week on Friday or Saturday. I'm not completely sure when right now, but I hope I can figure that out very, very soon. We will be talking about meditation together with my meditation teacher. And it's for sure going to be amazing. Next to that, feel free to join the Discord if you have any questions, ideas, or suggestions, or also feel free to just write in this chat right here, right now. Thank you so much for joining today, and I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And we are going, of course, to rate somebody and see where we will be, where we arrive today. You know, normally I'm not streaming at this time. I'm streaming every day in the morning, normally, but this day I couldn't. So we shifted into the evening. So normally it's in the morning, and feel free to join in there. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you for taking care of yourself, more importantly. And right now, feel free to come back to whatever is going on in your life with renewed energy. And of course, we're going to send a lot of love out to somebody right here, right now. Let's see who we can rate. Let's see who we can rate today. So Mom Furious would be online. Vicky is online. Fabi is online. Mel's Camp is doing art. Seated stretches. Okay, we're going over to Mel's Camp. And we're going to check out what she's doing. And with that said, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you for joining in. Mel's Camp is also a wonderful yoga teacher. And she's not just doing that, but also Tai Chi. And let's go and check out what she's doing. This was day 329, I think. Just a few days left until we're finishing with 2020. Don't forget to give me a follow, I appreciate it. And check in with me again and again. If you have any questions of requests of what to do, of what you want to work on in your body, please reach out to me and tell me that. And we can do that individually in the yoga lesson. With that said, I give over to you, Shawn, our raid leader. You guys, welcome, hello. And I say goodbye. And Shawn will take over. Guys, get ready to rate. Get ready to rate. Copy the message in the chat and just put your favorite emotes in there, or just, spam your favorite emotes, whatever. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and we're counting down in 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, 0. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hype it up, hype it up. Bye, you guys. Bye.
So just in a moment here, and I'm doing first times of things. So I changed from fitness into art. That was the first time thing that I did here. And now I'm in my Streamlabs OBS, and in real time I'm going to change my logo. Ready? Here we go. Boom. Boom to the boom. So this is the logo. I might not be totally happy with it, but it's good enough. Muddy, you're in the camera. So I guess this is something that I would have to go to and switch with everything, and then I don't know how to get back out of here. How's it going, Marcel? What were you getting done today? I saw you went live. You're always doing different stuff. I feel like you're doing sort of this type of stuff, but more of more video kind of things. So let's see, where is everybody? There's a little bun. People are hanging out in the cage. So I guess I could do most of that later. But what I like to do now is